Hello everybody, welcome to the quickest Goop stream you've ever seen streamed. Sorry if I sound sad, Stampy has just ended his Lovely World series and I'm going through the motions, stupid as that sounds. But, I promised CSS I'd do this, so I've got the actual anime up on screen this time so that you can read everything along with me, but I've been told to read this out aloud so that everybody can see, because otherwise I don't think that I'm gonna can't believe hit the target run. Yeah, it's just sad. Anyway, Goop Anime Season 5.7, for those who can't remember the first season, neither can I. Oh, I'm doing this first, then we'll do Pokemon, I swear. I'm really sorry. I'm pretty sure that what happened was like, oh, the table beat up Nightbot, and then I sort of like didn't die, and then yeah, look, they stole like 50 quid from me. I'm not, oh, you know, yeah, let's just reread the entire first season, all 7 pages of it. Oh god. I'm gonna put on some music in the background. I hope everybody likes copyright-free Nintendo music, because oh, you can currently see I did not intend for that to happen. Well, I mean, if you wanted to see what Goop's studio looked like, luckily there's nothing on my search history. Can you imagine? Jesus. Copyright-free Nintendo music. At least I didn't click on my email, which is another... Oh. You know what? There's probably nothing on there. I'll check the VOD. Anyway, so... Crash into wall, no. Anyway... I didn't even start this. Anyway, it's fine, it's fine. Well, start, you idiot. Also get turned down by a little bit. Right. Episode 1, Goop versus QC. I'm just gonna replace this with table, because, I mean, CSS is a table, so you know. Goop turned on the recording, avatar on the ready, and began speaking. He was recording a video about growing up with a skill issue. Life had been hard for Goop, but it's not always easy having a skill issue. Midway through the recording, Goop got startled. Boo! Somebody said, ruining the video. Goop turned around. He had jumped out of his skin as he was so scared by someone sneaking up on him. He thought he was alone as Tableson had a date with Goop's phone case. Goop's phone. Give me a second. Can somebody redeem Funny Mike? Can somebody read the? Can somebody Funny Mike? I can read louder if you do that. Turn this down. Give me a second. Anyway, I didn't hear, and I'm not starting over. Goop's phone was very cold without a phone case. Upon turning around, he sees his waifu friend Tableson, or Table for short. Table just smiled as Goop while he was enraged. How the F did you get into my house? Wasn't Diamond my super cool bodyguard guarding my house? Table stared blankly at Goop before cheerfully saying, not anymore. Goop face-palmed with the hands he doesn't have. What did you do to Diamond, my super cool bodyguard? Table laughed before instantly changing the subject. Are you required to say that whenever you mention Diamond? Goop nodded before repeating the question. What did you do to Diamond, my super cool bodyguard? Table smiled. Well, Table, I gave him a Nerf gun and Fox's address. Goop got scared for Fox's life. Oh dear God, no. Rest in peace, Fox. It wasn't nice knowing you. Goop sighed. How the f did you even get into my house? He asked the table. They replied with, your goofy roommate, Tableson left the keys in the door. She then smiled. I brought McDonald's. I needed a table, and I couldn't use myself. Goop instantly shouted, no, making the table cry. Cry, baby, he muttered, yeah. No, wait, I think that's a typo. Because I think CSS, she muttered, being heartless once again. Suddenly, Barry walked into Goop's messy bedroom that needs cleaning and said, yo, I'm here to have my milk that I lent you. Come on, puke it out. Goop looked surprised and said, oh God, wow, is it already tomorrow? I thought it was yesterday. Give me a second. I have the sound clip on demand because I use it in literally every single video. So I'm just gonna quickly get that. Oh God! Is it already tomorrow? I thought it was yesterday. He then sighed and said to QC, I need to return the milk. Don't steal anything, before walking with Barry into the kitchen. to make some uncomfortable noises and puke up some milk. Cutie, never being Goop's, Table, never being in Goop's messy bedroom, decided to prank him for not letting her eat the McDonald's off him. "This'll teach Goop," she said, before looking around and spotting his potato computer. Aha! She walked over, seeing the one and only Toaster Toasterson. She first of all pet Toaster Toasterson, before going on to Goop's potato PC. She then began to set up cool maths games and sent it to little buddy Small Fry, and Fox Andy streams that's been changed via Instagram. She also changed his Discord name to Definitely a Table. She heard Goop coming back, so she decided to grab her McDonald's and leave, taking a £50 note on the way. However, when passing, Phonison snitched on Cutie, saying, "Cutie went on your potato PC. Now give me my phone case back. It's cold in here." Goop was enraged once again, and began to chase the table. However, due to his skill issue and lack of legs, he was unable to reach the table, and she got away. The table did admittedly have long legs. "That'll teach Goop," she said to herself as she left. Goop was upset and returned to his messy room. God damn it. Before Phonison once again snitched on Cutie by saying, "She also stole £50 out of your Skylander savings." Goop screamed at the top of his lungs before sulking downstairs to his dining room, his version of the living room, to sulk some more and watch Glitter Force on Netflix. Glitter Force Doki Doki was a banging series though, just gotta say. Glory to Ashtotka, yeah. He couldn't believe Cutie had done this. He couldn't believe the table had done this. Soon Tableson arrived back with Goop's phone case after a nice date. Phonison wasn't very happy as it was very cold. Goop had set the temperature to minus 80 degrees. Being a table, he doesn't feel the cold, and Cutie is just weird. Well, I mean, the table would feel the cold, not me. Just saying. We don't know about Barry, however. Nobody likes him anyway, so who cares? Tableson then said, "Why are you playing King James Bible for the Game Boy?" And Goop screamed once again. Suddenly, Goop's gold digger wallet girlfriend jumped through the window asking for her money. However, Goop had just been robbed by Cutie. The wallet wasn't having this, however. This meant war. And this wasn't going to go well for Cutie. For the table. Goop seemed excited to get back at the table as well. He didn't like her, yet for some reason they know each other. Episode 2, The War Begins. I feel like I need water, man. This is a long-ass series. You're here for the majority of it. I'm so sorry, chat. Previously on Goopers in the anime, Goop met CSS the table. Goop had a devious smile on his face. That was all about to change the moment his gold digger wallet girlfriend opened her mouth. "We need an army. Let's call your archenemy Duck Dog. I mean God." Goop's expression instantly changed to worry. Duck God and Goop had been at war for centuries now. Why would they work together? "I will need a disguise. Call a never-ending duck." But, however, before he could say the never-ending duck summoning ritual, his girlfriend cut him off. "I have a better idea," she said, before redeeming Catboy Goop for 100 slime coins. Pardon me? Goop instantly shrunk and became... I only want you to die. This is torture. Well... And grew a cattail and ears, similar to tables. Goop sighed, being very annoyed that he is now a Catboy. "How does this help?" he asked, hoping for a proper reply. However, all he got was, "Now he won't know you're a table." That doesn't sound right. Now he won't know that you're not a table. He'll think that you're lost finding your way to a furry convention. Goop wanted to scream upon hearing that, but kept it to himself. Why don't you just fucking mute yourself? I mean, maybe Duck God has an armor department. I'm not entirely sure. He did quietly mumble, "I'm not a furry, nor a table." Yeah, correct. Goop's wallet girlfriend, who was a gold digger, then grabbed Goop by his non-existent arm and left the house to go find Duck God, leaving Tableton and Phone Caseson to do the naughty things, making Phonison watching Duck disrespect. Epic transition. Upon arriving at Duck God's mansion with blow up sharks, Goop said, "I still think that never-ending duck would have been a better idea as a disguise," to his wallet girlfriend, but she ignored the question and began telling the plan they haven't discussed at all. Oh, hell yeah, funny Mike. "I will hide in the orange juice river with the blow-up sharks. Don't worry, they won't attack me. We have parties on the weekends. You just walk in and ask where the furry convention is. Trust me, this plan will work," she said, cannonballing into the river. Goop sighed. God fucking damn it, don't redeem Catboy Goop. That is an awful fucking... Goop, please shut up for 5 seconds, no. Goop sighed, now all alone. He reached for his phone only to realize he had left it at home with the rush of leaving. Well, rest in peace, Phone Caseson. Feeling as if he had no choice, he walked into the mansion, which somebody had left the keys in the door, so it was very easy. Inside, there was a lot of coins from Duck God's new hit series game, Duck, with 2 exclamation marks. Goop continued waddling in until seeing Duck God. Where is the furry convention?" he said, following the plan. "Ah, hello, Catboy. I've been expecting you." But you need to help find someone who stole exactly £50 off you. Duckgod then flew off his giant grape phone. Let's go, and on the way we will annoy this lemonade stand for some grapes. He then waddled away. I do want to die. Waddle waddle. And left to go and find Cutie's Charlie. What? I left to go find Tableson. I'm not showing up. I'm not showing up. It's funny. Goop's wallet girlfriend came out of the orange juice with her party, she said, and the blow-up sharks began cheering. I'm not reading the previously on. I'm reading this all in one thing. Goop the cat boy and Duckgod were heading towards the waifu tracker to find Cutie Charlie. Are you sure? The ending of Stampy was very sad. Are you sure this will work? Goop asked Duckgod, very scared that he'd be discovered at any point now. He's been trying to lay low for a while now. He isn't ready for another fight. Yet there he is, Duckgod said, looking at the lemonade stand. Let's go ask for some grapes. Goop was surprised. Wait, I thought we were trying to find the table to get my money back. Duckgod stared intensely at Goop, worrying him. Don't worry, we will. But first, Duck walked up to a lemonade stand and said to the man running a stand, Hey, bum, got any grapes? No, we just sell a lemonade, but it's cold and it's fresh and it's all lemonade. Can I get you a glass? The duck said, I'll pass. Returning to Goop the cat boy, he said, before going to the waifu tracker, they walked for a bit before arriving at the super cool table and toaster store. Cool store, Goop said, before entering the store. God, Jesus Christ. Every time I made a screenshot, there is a comment of you in it. Good. Damn, he's rapping it. Yeah. They walked around searching for the table, trying to steal it along. Soon spotting her, they seemed quiet as she set up a trap in the middle of the store. Surprisingly, no one cared. They began building the Baby-nator, taking inspiration from Doofenspurge. They planned to turn the table into the baby. Once the Inator was built, they faced it at the table and started up the Inator. It shoots at table. However, they got the angle wrong and it hit a reflective toaster and rebounds back into Duckgod. Goop stared at Duckgod. Well, I guess I win against my arch enemy, but this does not mean I win against you, Cutie. Someone tore the cover of this and Control-Alt-Delete lost. Yeah, please do. This is great. He was going to try and chase Cutie again, but she was already gone from where she was originally. She was eating outside of the McDonald's with a newly bought table used for Goopy.
I'm gonna fucking take over the IRS.
I do not know who said that because it did not show up in chat. Goop exited the store and jumped the table with an empty sack he randomly found. He tried to kidnap her for stealing and spending his money. Cutie let out a high-pitched scream, but no one cared. Suddenly, Diamond appeared in his free candy van, saying, "Get in, quick," and Goops gets in the van with the table. It was a silent TTS. Duckgod was still a baby in the store. They quickly tied up the table to interrogate her and get stuff out of her. Good thing you arrived when you did, Diamond, or I would have been screwed. Goop just smiled at Goop before facing the table. There we go, eventually got there. Jesus Christ. How many episodes is this? 8? Ooh. Okay. Diamond was speeding back to Goop's house. The table was screaming, "I'm too hot to get kidnapped. I did nothing to deserve this. Give me my triple cheeseburger." Goop laughed maniacally. "No, you stole from me, so I'm here to punish you," he said. He was enraged. The table screamed, "But that's perfectly acceptable. It's legal to steal from tables, but then it wouldn't be legal to steal from Goop because Goop isn't a table. You've made a small mistake there. It's perfectly fine. I mean, tables make mistakes all the time." Diamond was still speeding, but soon the police were on his tail. "Pay me back or I will do your mum," he said, taking a sip of alcohol. "Yo, Diamond, my super cool bodyguard, can I drive?" 8 or 9. Jesus Christ, 8 or 9. Goop's failing his anime exam. I am. Diamond refused as he knew Goop only know how to drive sandwiches, not free candy vans. Suddenly the table got an idea. Maths! The table devised a super hard maths equation for Goops. He would immediately freeze trying to answer it. The police were catching up to Diamond's speeding free candy van. Before Goop could hit the table with his empty alcohol bottle, the table spoke. "Goop, expand the brackets 5y plus 3, 4y plus 2, 8y minus 1. Goop froze, trying to think of the answer, but once again his skill issue began holding him back from answering. He wasn't good at maths, and being drunk isn't helping. The table used this moment to cut the rope with her nails. They were essentially claws. Do tables have nails? I mean, I guess there's nails on the inside of the table? I mean, that sort of makes sense. Give me a second. Yeah, okay, nails in the table. Nails in the table. Makes sense. Very important research.
Unfortunately, Shrek was in it and fucking died.
Suddenly Diamond had to stop the van before the table could escape from the rope she was in. The police had caught Police had caught up to Diamond. _Child knocked on the window and said to Diamond, "Do you have any idea how fast you're going?" Diamond had only one option to get out of a speeding ticket. "Is there any other way I can get out of the speeding ticket?" Diamond said, "Well, I'm just gonna become a toaster now because I do not want to be associated with this." It's a little toaster. Diamond said while unbuttoning his shirt. Suddenly, Diamond and _Child began making out. Goop was too busy focusing on the maths equation to realize his two friends were making out. Cutie was able to cut the ropes and on her phone in the app cut the rope, which is sponsoring GOOPERS. No, it's not. It's not sponsored. This is not sponsored. Before leaving, the table redeemed Emo Goop, turning him into an emo. She laughed. However, Goop came to his senses. Thankfully, the table ran out of the van before Goop could catch her again. Goop exited the van. However, dozens of kids had arrived to get the free candy from the van. "God damn it, Diamond, my super cool bodyguard. I told you to get a free rocks van instead. Who likes free rocks?" Goop went over to Diamond only to see that Diamond and _Child were making out with each other. "Wait, Goop, it's not what it looks like," they both said. Goop just walked away. Embarrassed by his friends, he needs a new super cool bodyguard. Maybe he should hire Barry, but he would want his milk back more often. Who should Goop hire? Upon arriving at his cardboard home, he discovered it was on fire. Recruitment. Give me a second. We're on page 4 out of 8. We're almost done. We're almost done here. Okay? It's only been 20 minutes. Goop should hire me. I will never. Goop couldn't believe his eyes. Well, he was still emo Goop. One eye was covered by his emo hair. His lovely cardboard home gone. Who would do such a thing? It must have been Cutie. Duckot had been turned into a baby, so it couldn't have been him. Suddenly, someone emerged from the table that was on fire. Goop was struggling to tell who it was. It wasn't Tableson, Phoneson, or even Phonecaseson. No, it was someone far worse. It was the one and only Nightbot. It pointed at Goop. "Why are you a milkman?" I mean, I don't know. I need 6 points, then I'll make a fire rap. I mean, I'm gonna be here for a while. You'll get those points. It was Nightbot. Give me a second, I've lost my place. It was the one and only Nightbot. It pointed at Goop, saying, "You're next," before teleporting away. Goop needed to find Tableson and his other roommates. They'd know what to do if they weren't dead, burned alive. Goop was panicking. Where could he go? That's when he remembered. The table had been trying to destroy Nightbot for the longest time. Nightbot was Table's arch enemy. He didn't know why Nightbot was after him, but he knew the table would be able to help him. "Hey there, Goop," a familiar voice said from behind. Goop turned around. It was Tableson and the other roommates. He was so happy they were alive. He hugged Tableson. "What the f*** happened?" he asked. "I got cold, so Tableson took me to a volcano for a bit," Phoneson said. Suddenly they noticed the cardboard hat and screamed. "You're laughing. Good." Nightbot arrived back at the very obvious spaceship above Goop's burning house. Nobody noticed it because they all have skill issues, correct. He opened the container to find a baby alien. He smiled. What? He smiled before grabbing a picture of Gooperson acquired next table. As in, the next target is the table. As in his arch enemy. The XS, who is the table. I mean, that's the only logical conclusion I have here. All the other conclusions just sound weird and like they don't really work. So I'm just gonna go with that. That's my headcanon. Anyway. Meanwhile, Nightbot arrived. Meanwhile, in an alternate universe, Nightbot arrived back at the very obvious spaceship. I read that bit. Back on Earth, Goop arrived at Cutie's place. Goop arrived at the table's place using the waifu tracker he stole from Duckgod. He began punching the door non-stop. "Table, open the goddamn door! I need your help!" Suddenly, someone slipped a note into the door. Upon reading it, it said, "Door requires £50 to be opened. Please insert £50. Goop couldn't believe he was doing this, but inserted £50 into the door. He was that desperate. The table took the £50 before opening the door. "You must be a desperate, Goop. How can I help?" Goop was in panic. Goop was in panic. "Please, it's Nightbot. I need your help," he said, on his knees begging. The table was serious. She grabbed Goop and brought him inside. "Nightbot is a fiat creature. He must have some plan to take him down." Episode 6, it's morphin time. Give me a second. I've got a DM to look at. What even the fuck is that? I like that previously on here, it's just Goop lost another £50. "We shall train you instantly," Table passionately said before turning around. "Follow, there isn't much time." She took Goop to her backyard and began getting a deflated bouncy castle out of the shed. "Are you ready? This is your last chance to back down." Goop sighed. He had no choice. He couldn't let Nightbot destroy him, Table maybe, but not himself. He was too goopy to die. "I'm in," she proudly stated. "Good, Goop." The table replied, smiling. You what? You've used two speaking. You've used two speaking. That's not how that works. Goop was incredibly yes. She began grabbing a pump and began pumping up the bouncy castle. I'd get you to do this if you had legs, you know. Consider yourself lucky, she said. No, I'm just confused by the grammar. Sorry. Soon the bouncy castle was up and running. Step 1, learn how to become a magical girl, said Goop. Because Cutie said, confusing Goop, I'm not a girl. Fine, we can have you as a Power Ranger. I personally hate them, however. I'd much rather be a magical girl than a fucking Power Ranger. Cutie, no, the table chucked... sorry. Little bit stuttering, little bit... I'm not very good at speaking. The table chucked Goop a weird ball. He was very confused about what happening. The table then spoke. Go. Goop forced to open it and transform. Goop hated the fact that everybody thought he was a table, and now he has to do something like this. Was this very necessary? Goop smiled as he shyly spoke. Go, Goop forced, but while opening the plastic bottle. Nothing seemed to happen, but in the blink of an eye, Goop became a Power Ranger. God damn it, I look ridiculous. The table laughed. The pain doesn't end there. It's time to go trick-or-treating. Goop looked at the table in disgust. Why? He said angrily. Trust me on this one. It'll work and train you for Nightbot, the table replied. Goop sighed. No, you're just messing with me. At this point, I give up. Cutie smiled. Fine, be that way. You won't be laughing when Nightbot defeats you. Goop walked out of the table's place. Stupid girl, he muttered, forgetting he was still a Power Ranger. Everybody was laughing at Goop. How do I get out of this? He screamed loudly. An ominous voice from behind spoke, like this, trying to hit Goop on the head. He didn't pass out, however, like planned. Goop turned around. It was Nightbot. Did the Power Ranger suit help Goop? I guess it's time to fight. 2 seconds later, Goop was on the floor defeated. Is that the last episode? No, there are 2 more. We are almost out of this chat. Episode 7, The Savior. Goop woke up in agony. In front of him, Nightbot. He was eyeing Goop. Finally awake, plans are going well. You're finally awake, plans are going well. You need to grammar. Goop was scared. He was no longer a Power Ranger and was tied up against the wall with duct tape. Let me go, he screamed to no avail. Nightbot just ignored him. You must want to know my plan. This is the part where every villain reveals their plan, Nightbot said. Goop was confused. Why would he just reveal his plan so easy? I need you to become pregnant with an alien. With your major skill issue, it'll be able to destroy the world. This is getting a bit confusing and I fucking hate it. Goop looked scared. He knew he had the most skill issue out of everybody on Earth. True. With his skill issue, the baby alien could destroy the world. I'll never have a baby, Goop shouted before Nightbot injected him with something. Too late, skill issue, he said, laughing. Suddenly, the free washing machine van, owned by the most famous customer no one had heard of, Ninetales and Goop _ but. Honestly, what's worse? That? Or Goop. But it wasn't just those two. There was Diamond and _Charles who was still making out. The table was there. Table song with phone case, phone bonus and phone case, while girlfriend and the blow up dice. No baby duck off. Fox and Grim were there as well as Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, ready to fight evil. You'll never get away with this, Nightbot. For all I've gathered, all of Goop's paid actors to save him, and I won't let you destroy Earth. I'm just gonna let that play out. He said, holding a balloon hammer. You're too late, Nightbot said as his guards came out of hiding. He began to charge. I'm gonna guess Caesar. Yeah. Do it. You'll never get away with this, Nightbot. For I've gathered the Goop's eyes about that. You're too late, Nightbot said as guards came out of hiding. The table began to charge Nightbot with a balloon hammer as everybody else fought the guards. The table knew she had no way of getting to Goop during the fight. That's when she reminded, if Goop heard somebody say the word toaster, he would become a toaster. Goop screamed toaster, which turned Goop into a toaster for the moment, breaking the duct tape and freeing him. I'm free, Goop said, before feeling a pain in his stomach. He was too pregnant to fight with the others. Why am I pregnant? Play this as a background. If it's copyrighted, I'm gonna have to like... That is Papers, Please. I'm not playing Papers, Please. It would fit. You've got me there, but no. Episode 8, the finale of Season 1. We're almost to. The table was I can't keep a straight face good. This table was struggling a lot against Nightbot. Even with the legendary balloon hammer, she was struggling to put up a fight. Nightbot was too powerful, even for a super hot cat waifu. Sorry, no, just a table, honestly. You could just replace this with even for a table, like table. Soon everyone was defeated, while the table was still struggling to fight Nightbot. Everybody else got handcuffed to the spaceship. Where was the back good? Was that the 9/11 sentence? I don't even... The table knew she'd soon lose, but she had to keep fighting. A hero's not afraid to give their life. She mumbled lyrics from the song Hero by Skillet. Tears began falling from Cutie's face before Rugby tackling Nightbot off the spaceship. Pregnant Goop screamed no as he watched the table to save them. But were they really saved? Goop was still pregnant, and if he didn't... This is just disgusting. I don't like this, man. And if he didn't do something to the alien hoodie, we would destroy the world due to his massive skill issue. With Nightbot now defeated, the spaceship was going to self-destruct. Somehow it could tell Nightbot was gone. Goop didn't have any time to feel bad about losing the one who called him a table or the one who stole £100 from him. Why was he sad again? Oh well, he had to save everyone. It's 100 times this. Yeah, this is just easy enough. Yeah, he tried to stand up and walk out to where everyone was handcuffed.
Read it again or hit the second tower.
I'm not reading it again. I will. You know what? I'm going to take the second option. He tried to stand up and walk over to everyone else, but he was handcuffed. The guards went to stop him, but ended up deactivating due to Nightbot being destroyed. Goop struggled due to the pain of being pregnant, but kept on moving. He took the key from the deactivated guards and let all of his paid actors free. Goop felt him going into labor even though it hadn't been 9 months later. He told his paid actors to leave him, but they couldn't. We can't leave you, said Tableson. Most were too busy making out for him to really notice. Suddenly, the alien popped out of Goop, with Goop no longer pregnant. His wallet girlfriend brought him into the crash into wall. I'm not crashing into wall. I'm not doing it in real life. Brought him to the free washing machine van with everybody else and left. The baby alien was already destroying the city. They somehow got down off the spaceship. They were all worried. How were they going to defeat the alien? The table wasn't alive anymore. That's when Goop had an idea. What if they combined all their skill issue and they could create this is just a spirit bomb. They all joined hands and began chanting skill issue, charging their skill issue's energy before throwing it at the baby alien, destroying it. If you were in Goop's feet, it would have died already, pretty much, yeah. Destroying it. Not one could survive such power. Days later, Goop was sorting out his brand new cardboard house, getting ready to stream. Something just didn't feel right without the table coming to the stream and calling him a table, turning him into a toaster or spamming the word table in text-to-speech. Goop shed a tear. Before he could turn on the recording, he got jump-scared by a familiar voice saying boo behind him. It was the table, but how? He stuttered, glad to see that Herbert didn't understand. He thought she died saving everyone and destroying Nightbot for good. That's for me to know and for you to not, she giggled before Barry came into the room saying, yo, I'm here to have my milk that I lent you. Come on, puke it out. Yeah, I'm gonna do the toilet out your life thing, it's fine. The table laughed. That day already, huh? She giggled before leaving, slipping another £50 for Goop. The end. We do have the second one. There is another 2 pages. You thought you were done. Oh, you sent Nick Avocado and like somebody else. They are going on the island, do not worry. Okay. I hope you're all ready because we're going. Goop Anime Season 5.7 Episode 1 Milkshake. Goop was drowning Wrecking Ball for YouTube, with lots of screaming and Wrecking Ball trying to struggle. He wasn't showing off to his wallet girlfriend as they were on a date. However, there was more screaming, and that wasn't just Wrecking Ball. Underneath Goop's cardboard box house was this cardboard basement, where Charles was tied up and being held captive after stealing a milkshake. He was also screaming, trying to escape, until he heard something in his ear. Island. Charles looked around, not being able to see anyone. That's when a hooded figure... Oh, give me a second. Walked in front of him, and they made a deal. The hooded figure would release Charles if he bought an island off them for -7. Makes sense? To making the deal, Charles was released and now officially owned their island. The hooded figure spoke before leaving. The name's Craigslist. I'll probably be back later in the story for convenience sake. That is the worst thing ever. Write a Clash Royale anime, do it. Suddenly, someone came down into the basement. It was Diamond, looking for his spanking tool to spank Goop with. What the fuck? Charles hid. He couldn't get caught again as he needed to get to his new island for whatever reason. Diamond, my super cool bodyguard, was searching around, looking in Goop's clothes drawer, his secret Skylander savings stash, and even his cookie jar. Before giving up, Diamond, the super cool bodyguard, went upstairs before underscore Charles grabbed the spanking tool that Diamond was looking for. It was on the ceiling because why the hell not? Underscore Charles then smashed a window and escaped the basement and ran away. Goop needs to make a partner with Makeshift. What the f is Makeshift? Goop was still drowning Wrecking Ball, but soon began making out with his what? Cutie soon arrived at Goop's cardboard house. The table soon arrived at Goop's cardboard house, riding her channel mascot Squidgy. I've never seen Squidgy. Oh, the company that makes plushies. Absolutely, make a plushie of the script. Sorry, let me just see.
Episode
and so
5, recruitment. Previously on
No.
Goop person, the anime Goop's
Are you just
has
printing
got
this out? I've
certified.
already read this.
Couldn't
I
believe
read
his
this
eyes.
out loud.
He was still emo Goop. One eye
You
was
spoke.
covered by his emo hair.
You ordered
His
paper
lovely
off me.
cardboard home.
I don't.
God.
Nyamason.
Who would do such
Goop
a
got
thing?
startled.
It must have
Oh,
been
give me a
the
second.
duty.
Give me a second.
God had been turned into the baby, so it couldn't
He
have
went
been
before the
you.
table threw the paper at him.
Someone
Before the
emerged
table
from
could
the house
leave,
that
she
was
got a
on
call
fire.
from an unknown number.
Goop was
She picked up
struggling
as
to
Goop
tell
tried to
who
get
it
off the
was.
floor.
It
Sympathy
wasn't
fell over
table
when the paper was
underscore
thrown at him.
Tableson,
Where's the
phone
Goop when you need him?
underscore
No, sorry. Where's the table that you need when you need him? He groaned, not getting the help from his bullet girlfriend. Oh, that's what Squidgy is. Okay, fair enough. Meanwhile, with Tableson at a volcano date with Funcaseson. Amazing. I mean, what else would you do? The table spoke on the phone. Hello, she said, hearing Charles' voice. Hey, Goop, I brought an island and escaped from your basement. If you ever want your milkshake back, you better invite your paid actors to my new island. The table was in disbelief. First of all, it's the table. Second of all, how the hell did you get my number? Are you ready for the test after this? When I'm streaming Pokemon, feel free to test me. I'm gonna be pretty bored. Underscore Charles hung up and the table sighed. Suddenly, Goop got a phone call and he picked it up as it was from underscore Charles. Hey Goop, I bought an island and escaped your basement. If you ever want your milkshake back, you better invite all your big actors to my own island. The table rolled her eyes since the phone was on loudspeaker. She then wrote Squidgy away. Goop was shocked. He didn't think underscore Charles was smart enough to get out of his kidnapping rope, but he needed that milkshake. I'll do it, but I better get my milkshake. Suddenly, Diamond, the super cool bodyguard, appeared. Sorry, I couldn't find your spanker, even though I checked your cookie door, which is empty, by the way. Goop screamed again. Not my cookies! Underscore Charles then spoke. Wasn't me, then hung up the phone. Diamond, the super cool bodyguard, then spoke. So, should I grab the Geg? Geg is a god. Geg is not something that we mortals can interact with. Goop replied, no, we have bigger issues at hand. I need that milkshake. Episode 2, the last episode for today. The Gathering. Goop arrived at Booper Rob's house. He sighed. He couldn't believe he was doing this. Goop and Booper hadn't been on good terms since Goop put thousands of egg rolls onto Booper's house. She still tried to get them off to his day. Goop nervously knocked on Booper's house. Booper answered the door and immediately wasn't happy. What the fuck do you want? Booper asked Goop. I need help. Booper burst out laughing. Me? Help you? Why would I? An egg roll fell on top of Goop. See? Booper stated. Goop sighed. I didn't want to have to do this, but I'll give you again. You cannot give people a geg. He is the biggest entity. He is the entity.
Twat or this. If I told my opinion about this, they would make death row in the Netherlands.
Jesus Christ, it's not that bad. Gooper slammed the door shut. I deserve that, Gooper said. Gooper. He then started thinking with his one brain cell that all that could fit in his 11cm body. I got it, Goop then left, only to come back later with Tableson's pet shark that definitely exists. Goop didn't like the shark because he's been confused as a chew toy too many times. But this was it. Goop threw Sharkerson through Booper's window and waited. Before hearing, yay, lunch arrived, and Booper began to eat Sharkerson. Damn it, Goop said, knowing he got Sharkerson killed. Tableson is going to kill him now. Goop tried thinking again, and that's when he had a brilliant idea. Goop went to a nearby post office for a heist as he spent all his money on Skylanders again. I did. He entered with a black ski mask. Give me a second. It's an attempt. He entered with a black ski mask and and said, "This is a robbery. Give me all the blackmail you have." Give me a second. I'm making sure this is still visible on stream because you've got to read along as well. Pop a private plane is to the blackmail aisle, specifically for blackmail. Arg, yeah, be over here for it. Gop smiled. It's Gop now. Goop smiled. Thank you, he said, putting his water gun away after stealing some blackmail from the post office and running away. Returning to Booper's house, Goop knocked at the door, and the moment Boop answered, Goop showed her the stolen blackmail. I did it, he said in joy, before heading to his next destination for recruiting. Not before going to the same post office, this time without a ski mask and mailing Booper to the island. How the fuck? This is Google Docs. Hey, I'm the one that uses. Yeah. Next up was Jade Zero. God fucking damn it. Okay, I cannot play this. But I give me a second. give me a second, right? Give me, give me a second. I was, no. That one. What the? It's this. This is going on in the background. I will zoom after. I will zoom afterwards. Someone getting banned from Word. Jesus Christ. Next up was Jade Zero. How was Goop supposed to convince her to join her in getting the milkshake bath? I know, Goop said, as he went to Jade's apartment and lured her out with some jingle bells. Jade came out of the apartment for the first time in weeks when she heard the jingle bells. That's when... Give me a second, this is definitely supposed to be played. Give me a second, I'm just gonna wait. It's gotta be there. Went too far back. 1 second, 1 second. I messed up. God fucking damn it.
Make me more intelligent. Call me Mr. Rock Festival. I got hella bands. Shawty cue her circle to her.
Anyway.
Get a friend. I was never book smart.
That's when Goop strikes. Help me get my milkshake back or I'll give Cutie catnip. I'll give the table catnip. Jade screamed. What? Not catnip for the table. She's a pain as it is. Fine, after recruiting other members for his team with ease like Fox and Diamond, there was only one left needed to recruit. The table. Goop arrived nervous. What will she say? He knocked on her door and she answered. Hi, Goop. Still wanting that milkshake? Sure, I can help, she smiled, taking the Goop off guard before hitting the "that was easy" button. On their way, they went in the giant jet ski to reach the island. Who is? Except from Booper, who was being mailed there by a giant bird. When they all arrived, Cutie spoke. I smell catnip, only to make Jade scream again. No one feed her catnip. When the two argued, Goop helped Booper out of the blackmail and she slapped him. Yeah, I deserve that, he said before throwing an egg roll at her. And we are done! We are done with this. God damn, that was 40 minutes of my life I'm never getting back, and 40 minutes of your life you are also not getting back. Thank you to CSS41 for writing this amalgamation of, I don't know, some sort of nightmare. Were you traumatized as a child? It's fine. Give me a second, sorry, I gotta... Oh my god, my favorite video. I'm sorry. Thank you so much to CSS as pictured here. This is just how it works, right? I gotta thank the table who put all of her hard time, sweat, blood, and tears into this anime, just so that I could read it on stream and traumatize the generation. It was truly worth it, just to make everybody mad. Jesus Christ! I swear to God. Season 5.7 is finished. Yeah. Anyway. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I'm literally just gonna put you on pause screen and update the info. Sorry. You know what? I don't even know what to title this. I have trauma. Yep. I'm just gonna end the stream, and I'm gonna get nightmares, yeah. I love how Goopathon is over, is still there. I haven't bothered. I really haven't bothered. Right, I'm gonna update the stream info, and we're gonna stop and leave. Anyway, yep.